Award for his performance in Kelly Reicher's previous film, Showing Up, and he was nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award for The Big Short. This is his third collaboration with Kelly in the role of Fred John Magaro. At the other end of the table, he's literally acting royalty, having starred in 2 seasons of The Crown. He stars in 2 films that are screening in Cannes this year, the other being The History of Sound. He first came to Cannes in 2023 with La Chimera, in the role of J.B. Mooney, Josh O'Connor. This is her 3rd film in Cannes, following Wendy and Lucy and Showing Up. In 2022, she was awarded the Cannes Carlos d'Or for the ensemble of her work, and in 2021, the Centre Pompidou devoted a retrospective to her films. The editor, writer, and director, Kelly Reicher.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Well, I was a big follower of Kelly's films. Yeah, really. So I think, yeah, I think I found myself drawn, not necessarily actively, but I found myself drawn to the kind of the ordinary. Like John says, it's kind of often, you know, when we go to the theatres, we see oftentimes the most extreme versions of people, of characters, of human nature, and that's what we know as drama. And I find now I often want to see ordinary people put in kind of extraordinary positions. Mooney puts himself in an extraordinary position. That's sort of his own doing. But yeah, Kelly and I, well, we talked around the period a lot. Kelly sent me some essays, the Joan Didion essay. Yeah, some music. They were all really helpful. I did what I normally did, like kind of read things around and I did my own versions of the Arthur Dove drawings, which we were going to use, I think, but I didn't make it in time, and they're on lined paper, so that was useless. But yeah, in terms of Kelly before that, I mean, I was a big admirer of Kelly's work, but also John, and who I'd seen in Kelly's movies and in other movies. Michelle Williams is obviously one fact I would love too, and so these were kind of actors that I admire and look up to, and that they kept coming back to Kelly seemed to be a good thing, and they were right. It was a great thing. I'll tell you. Here, I did still. We have do you have penny sweet? Well, they're not penny sweets, but in America,
like, yeah,
they're like very individual sweets, candy. Like candy. You get a little bag. And growing up, we had a store on our street corner, and aged like 7, my parents asked me, what do you think you want to be? And like my brothers were like, I want to be a footballer, I want to be this. I wanted to run the corner sweet store. And that was like my total ambition. And I could still do it.
After this moment,
yeah, once this passes, that's my plan.
Sweet shop.
Yeah. But I used to regularly, aged 5 or 6, I'd get fed up and I'd leave home. I'd have an argument with my parents, and they used to give me a bamboo stick with a little handkerchief wrapped up with a sandwich. It's true.
Sticking a bindle?
Yeah, and they'd send me on my way. Yeah, very clean. And off I went. I was like, I'm done. I'm moving on. And I used to walk to the end of the street, and the sweet shop. Yeah. And the sweet shop owner used to give me sweets, and then I'd get upset and I'd come home. So I made it like less than 50 meters. Anyway, I built this relationship, and I took that relationship, I took advantage of that relationship, and I stole penny sweets.
You nicked Kelly's.
I nicked them.
Yeah.
And you got him a raft.
Yeah. This is Kelly's next movie. Yeah. This difference of speaking Italian and speaking in my native tongue, which has slight complication to me speaking Italian. You know, there is a kind of, I don't know that I was necessarily aware of it at the time, but there is something in Kelly and Alice which I really, well, I love them both, for starters. But there's also, I think that working with Kelly had this kind of, I don't know, there's a kindness to working with Kelly, which you don't often get, which is a really, which Alice had. And that, I found that really, you know, that really informs the performance to me. But they're very different, you know, I mean, I know they're stealing art, but they are very different characters, and actually, in La Chimera, he's searching for something else, as he said. Regarding Paul, I am silly, and we did, yeah, every Friday we used to eat candy. That was our treat.
His thing over. It's funny to say that because I realize now, you know, like with Alice, a character is, you know, so devoted to one idea of love because she's a romantic, and here you have a family, you're like,
Yeah, that's really good.
That probably sums it all up, right?
Yeah.
Since that sums it up,